Hi YouTube, what's up? Today we are going to try another priest deck. I was just checking Twitter and I saw this tweet right here of Taiwanese player Holywater who made rank 32 playing a very interesting looking list. I'm gonna show you the tweet, but the tweet is in Chinese, so I don't know if you'll be able to understand any of it. But this is the list they were playing. It's a Quest Reno Priest Renatal. So 40 cards, Quest, and Reno. And this is the ETC that's in the deck as well. It has an Ooze, it has Drown, and it has this 5 mana minion that swaps with a minion in your opponent's deck. I'm gonna just show you in English here in my own collection. Okay, let's remove the Twitter. Here we are. So you can see Reno Quest. It has like a lot of different cards that you don't usually run because you need to get like 40 different cards, right? Destroy a location. Interesting. It's probably very good against Miracle Rogue. Now that deck's making a bit of a comeback. Cannibalize is good as well. It insta destroys like one of their big minions. So the ETC has the Ooze. It's good against Miracle Rogue probably, but also if you would happen to face Mindlocks, for example. I read that they were making a comeback in High Legend again as well, so maybe that's why there's an Ooze. Drown, especially good in the mirror, but sometimes if your opponent just plays a good minion, you want to just put it in the bottom of your deck. And then this card, the 5 mana one, is Soul Seeker. Swap this with a random minion from your opponent's deck. Now this is probably very good against Quest Druid, right? Because you're very likely to yoink one of their combo pieces, right? And then they can't kill you. And you also run, I think, Mutinous and Theotar. So you do have some ways to disrupt the combo for Quest Druid. I think we should just give it a go. I haven't played any game yet with this deck. I just saw it on Twitter and I was like, okay, this looks interesting. I want to try it. Don't know how it's gonna go, so let's just discover the deck together now. Rogue. Okay, let's see if we can beat the rogues. We do have some tools to deal with their stuff. I think we're probably better against Miracle Rogue than we are against Thief, but let's see. I think we don't keep anything here, just maybe the quest. And look for some better cards. Okay, we do have a discover here, so maybe we can just try and like fill up the curve by discovering cards. This is the first step. Next turn we're gonna play the Engineer. That's the 2-cost card, and then we kind of look for a 3-cost or a 4-cost card to keep curving. Okay, let's see what we can get. That's not what I was looking for. I said 3 or 4 cost, not 1 or 2. What do we even take here? Mistake, maybe, because we can use it at some point. Not even sure. I think if we draw a bad card here, we just go Finley and try to look for better stuff on the bottom of the deck. Because this is not a winning hand, right? We have Desperate Prayer, Delighted Burns, a Mistake, Zarala. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. Okay, so I'm going to Finley and hope we find some 3-drops, 4-drops, anything really. Yeah, that's a 4-drop, I guess. For next turn. One goes there. Do we play Call of the Grave already? We could do that next turn. But we do have the mana now, so maybe we should just go for this already. Try to find, again, like a 3-drop, maybe a 5-drop. We keep missing, it's incredible. Let's take this one then. And we wait. If they make a big minion, we can play the Hexen and yoink it for a turn, and then they have to spend some time, like some stuff clearing the Hexen. Okay, they're not going for it yet, so we draw 2 cards. Scorpion is nice, that's our 3-drop, and can also discover something to deal with a minion from the location. So we're not against that. Depends a bit. Like, maybe they'll go in already and just try to make a big minion with the location. Looks like it. I mean, they surely have enough cards in hand to do it. Okay, so what are they looking for? Easy, cheap spells is what I think, yeah. At the moment it's a 4-4, so they definitely need some more. To play some more stuff to make this big enough. Concoctor, okay. So now it's a 5-5. They're gonna play Ghostly Strike. It's a 6-6 now. Anything else? Oh, they're just not doing it. Sure, okay. That gives us some time to set up the Scorpits. Ruin is probably not bad to deal with the bigger stuff here. Or we can take Amulet and trade it. I think we go Ruin. And we discover a card from the deck. Cannibalize is pretty decent as well. We could also go sketchy. Guess secret. I don't know how good that's gonna be, so probably not sketchy. Bone Caller. Yes. We didn't have any undead die yet, so let's just go cannibalize for now. And we might as well trade this, and heal Finlay. So now if they want to go in with a big minion, they have to clear the Scorpit or else I get a free trade on it.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
That's the lure. If they have step, they might step it. Alchemist, okay, so they can play Concoction for free. Still not going for anything. That's this is pretty cool actually. I don't mind. Let's just play the big tome and trade this Astalor away so they don't step it. Okay. We have some ways of dealing with whatever they're gonna do now, right? Because if they just play 1 or 2 minions, we go Colossal. If they do more, we could go Cannibalize or Shadowward Rune. The turn after we could Whirlpool as well, or like even just Hexen one of the minions, and they'd have to get it back. I think like all of these options are fine. Oh, look at that top deck. They didn't use their location yet, and I top decked Demolition Renovator. Let's just remove that location and see ya. That's actually the first time I used this card. It feels very satisfying. They still have other ways of killing me, obviously, but that's like 2 big minions out. Insta. Let's see if they have something else. Now, they could also go for like Draka with a big weapon. But I have an ETC in the list with an ooze, so if I find that, like the weapon is gone as well. Okay, they just had a second location. They're not gonna use it again, I suppose, because only a 3/3. Okay, so what we do here is I think we just set up the. Wait, if we play the Spirit Guide now, we complete step 2. That is probably better.
Light cannot exist without.
Okay, so we're gonna discover a card from the deck again. What do we like? Thrive, maybe? And we can just insta-play it. Amulet. I have to place a card here because, like, whenever they trade this, I will overdraw, and I don't want to overdraw too many cards. So we wait like this now. This will draw me a holy spell and a shadow spell, so I'll be at 10 cards if they clear, which they probably will. So I will overdraw only the top deck after, which is fine, I think. Okay, cleared it. Okay, 2 more tools to deal with big stuff. That's good. Light bomb out doesn't really matter at all, actually. Let's just go for this. We don't have to heal because we're already going to heal for 8. And we only have 35 health anyway, so I might as well just trade this amulet now. Draw a bit more. Okay, that's gone. They have an Astalor in hand, like the 8 mana. So next turn they could play that for 14 damage and maybe Shadow Step it or something. Oh, no, they're not even going for that. Maybe they're going for a big minion and Draka or something and then just try to push a lot of damage. But what I can do next turn is I could go play Undying Allies and then go Undying Disciple, so it gets the taunt twice and also deals 6 damage AoE in total. So it's not terrible, but I feel like they might have a Draka as well here that they're trying to set up to push even more damage. Their Ghost is a 9/9 at the moment. But my Behemoth is still on the board as well. That can take a trade or even just push face because they are quite low as well. Okay, so we know one of the cards is Concoctor, the other card is Astalor. There's only 2 cards in their hand that we don't know. Oh shit, maybe they left. They're not doing anything, so I'll just go ahead and do what I wanted to already.
Not dead.
This, wait. I feel like they just didn't want to play anymore because like I have so many options of dealing with everything they're gonna do from now. They haven't pushed any damage yet. I'm still at 35. My quest is almost completed. Like, and I successfully removed an unused location with the 4-drop. That was actually really fun. Okay, let's try one more game now. See if we can win one more and have a good win rate with the deck. Okay, and game number 2. What do we have? Death Knight. I want to say if it's Unholy or Frost, it should be quite easy, right? And if it's Blood, we have the quest line maybe to just kill him. I think I'll keep Zerella in my opening hand anyway, in case it's a board matchup. I need to have some clears. Oh, that Hexen is probably not gonna do much, but who knows?
I see you've brought guests.
Here we go. Quest on 1. Ping! Now we just have to find out what type of DK they are. Oh, that's definitely not Blood, right? Blood wouldn't play a Trog in a 30 card list. Let's wait. We actually don't have a lot of good ways of dealing with the board at the moment. Like, I have the Zerella, but I don't have any heal spells yet. Oh, this might be Unholy. With the Rancher. How are we going to do this? I think I set this up, but maybe not play the secret yet. Oh, I can't play it anyway, I don't have a 1-drop. I could go for Objection just because I need a 3-drop. But next turn I will play a 4 anyway. Like, maybe next turn I can play the Hexen and just yoink their Rancher, for example. And then they have to take some trades into the Hexen to get it back. And that gives me a bit more time to find my stuff.
And close enough.
Okay, that looks fine. We're gonna steal the Rancher here.
I've got plenty of mojo.
They can trade it, but I mean they can trade it like trade with the hero power in it, or maybe if they have a spell for it, just trade and spell, and then they get back the Rancher. But at least it gave me an extra turn to try and find, for example, a Desperate Prayer or a Flash Heal, so I can Zarella after. Okay. At the moment, still fine. If we don't top deck anything good, I might just play Nerubian next turn and try to look for a spell to deal with all of this. Okay. Grave digging, that is not for now. Okay, Nerubian, good spell, please. Oh my god. Condemn, what does it do? It clears a bit of the board, so I guess we have to go for that one. We need this one maybe for next turn. I think I'll go Condemn already and remove 4 damage from the board instead of just healing. Next turn we could set up this minion here. That's quite sticky. We should be able to heal with that into the Colossal. We still didn't draw any heal spells for Zarella, which is a bit sad because like clearing their board. If we keep clearing their board, they can't kill us. Because what they're trying to do is go wide on board and then finish the game with a Grave Strength, for example. And if they don't have board, they can't use that. So we kind of just need to keep clearing the board and then have something ready like a Whirlpool or a Light Bomb for whenever they play the Marrogar on turn 8 or after turn 8. Oh my god, this is a big board. We need Flash Heal, Desperate Prayer, anything? Please? No, but there is a Whirlpool for later. Grave Digging, but that's not really helpful either, is it? We take 10 damage here, 11, 12 with the hero power. So if they have Grave Strength in hand, we actually die. So what I could do instead of setting up this this meta is I could go Grave Digging, draw 2 cards, hope one of them is Flash Heal and I Zarella. Let's see. It was not. Oh no. Okay, so now we kind of have to keep looking for something, right? Holy Smite can kill a minion. I think we should do that now. Which one do we kill though? The more attack one or the one that's... No, I think we... the more attack, let's go. I don't want to die. I'll deal with the Rancher later. Next turn, I can play the Colossal maybe into Whirlpool. And hopefully by then we'll find a Zarella clear as well. Because it's a bit sad that we didn't draw any healing spells yet. Yeah, we're gonna need a Whirlpool on the next turn, I think. So they should trade this Scorpid. If they don't, I have a free trade on the Rancher. Oh my god, they discovered a free Frost Strike to deal with it, okay. I am going to play the Colossal this turn, I suppose, unless I top deck heal. But I go Colossal, I heal for 8. And then I have Whirlpool the turn after. ETC, is that doing anything in this matchup? No. It does not. Okay, so we go Colossal, we heal back to 27. But we die on Grave Strength, that's just what it is. If they have a Grave Strength, we can't beat it. If they don't, we clear the whole board the next turn, so that's okay. Let's just wait and see for now. Also, if my... Oh, they have Grave Strength, that's 28. That means I'm dead. Oh no, that was a very quick game and I didn't manage to find any of the AoEs. in the deck in time. Okay, unlucky. So we're 1-1 at the moment. We're gonna play one more game to see if this deck is gonna be good or bad in this video. What do we have? A rogue again. We already managed to beat a rogue. Maybe we can do it again. Let's see. We have Quest, we have Astalor and Desperate Prayer. Zarella. We could go for a keep of Desperate Prayer Zarella. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's a pretty decent AoE, I think, because when Rogue tries to make a big board with a location, they usually play a lot of smaller minions as well, and it's kind of hard to clear all of them, so maybe Zarella can help with that. If it is Miracle, it could be Thief as well. We don't really know that yet.
Symptoms will be severe.
Okay, we are just gonna set up a quest here. We have a minion for next turn, that's good. Minion for next turn. If we could discover a 3-drop or a 4-drop, that would be cool, so we can just keep curving.
Symptoms will be
Okay, so they have one mixed concoction in their hand now because of these two minions here. And let's see what we find. Oh, why do we keep like finding really small stuff? Maybe the sheep? If I don't top deck a 3-drop, I might just play the sheep next turn and heal. Potion belt. Okay, so I assume they're gonna go for draw because their hand's quite empty. Just hope they don't find like a double draw 2. That would be a bit much. Oh, they didn't go for it. Okay, they're just going for a second potion belt with the Shadow of the Mice here. So now they have two mixed concoctions. We can play this first. None of these death rattles will be triggered, so we can maybe take this a 3-drop, so at least we can finish part of the quest. And just play this and hit face, and the sheep will deal with these minions on board anyway, so that's fine. So next turn we can either go for a 4-drop or a 3-drop depending on what our opponent does this turn. They might want to play one of the concoctions. Okay. Bye-bye minion. Okay, so a free mixed concoction, draw 2 and add card to your hand from another class. Okay. That can be really good sometimes, can be really bad as well. Okay, they're going for more draw, I suppose, later on. They still have at least one more mixed concoction in hand, so that card will be useful for them. And since they didn't play more board, I think what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm gonna heal and draw a card. And I'm gonna play my 3-drop.
Run as fast as you can.
So now all I need is 4-drop and I complete step 1. I already have a 6-cost minion in hand, so I need to find a 5-drop, but I can find that by playing Astalor as well on the next few turns. So I kind of have all the minions for my quest puzzle. Okay. ETC. It's not really necessary at the moment, I think. I think I'll go...
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Also summons a floor tree, so I'm a bit on board right now. And heal. Now it's gonna depend on what they do. They might have a lot of stuff in hand now to be playable, and if they make a big board, I'll just go Desperate Prayer, Zarella. Bone Spike. But are going to play the Astalor? Okay. So they're actually not doing too much again. This is fine. I think I'll just go Zarella on this, so I can finally complete that step as well. I can only heal for 3 though, so I will have to trade the Astalor, which is fine.
This battle is far from over.
Like this.
Stars provide.
And what do we need? Maybe this one.
Arcane
Wait.
bolt.
And we wait. So next turn we need 5 or 6. If we play a 5-drop, we can do something else with it, like heal or small spell. If we play the 6-drop, we will probably not have enough mana to do anything else with it. Let's see. They still really haven't like done a lot of threatening stuff yet, but I'm sure that's still coming. Whenever they have a location, yeah, they probably go for it. Okay, so what I can do here is I can play a Lighted Burns, trade a minion, and just set up
Rest easy.
this minion on my end.
You are safe now.
I'm just gonna wait with the ETC a little bit because this has an ooze in it, and if they decide to go for a big Draka, like they'll get 1 hit with it, and then I'll just go ETC ooze and not give them the 2 more hits with it. Okay, that's not a destroy minion. Oh, maybe they have to put stuff into it. Gone fishing. Okay, so I need a 5-drop card for next turn if I can. Six at the moment. If it's just a 6 or a 7-drop, maybe we just consider ignoring it for now. Undying Allies. That doesn't really do much. So we can go Astalor first. Finish that part of the quest. Discover cards. Probably Light Bomb, right? For next turn, and we can go Scorpit. What is better on the Scorpit? Rune? Amulet? Plague? Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm gonna pick the Rune for now. And that's it. And I think I'll trade this minion. Okay, so if they decide to go for a big minion and Draka in the same turn, for example, I can go ETC, Ooze, it costs 6 in total, and I can coin Rune. So I actually have a pretty decent turn if that's what they decide to go for. They might not. I can deal with all of this anyway. It's not very threatening yet. Okay. What are we doing here? We could Rune, like trade and Rune, for example, because I have 2 of them in hand anyway. And then coin out the elemental the turn after. Or not, that means coin because I'm gonna be at 10 mana anyway, so I won't need the coin anymore to do that turn with the ETC, I mean. Let's see. If they want to use both locations next turn, I can just rune again or light bomb. And then like there's no more locations left to push, and then like all they can do is Draka, I guess, to kill me, but then I'm just going to ooze it. And I'm not even sure. They have one shadow step left, so they could go Astalar step it, maybe. Like now they're pushing, but I'm gonna heal back as well. They're not doing anything, so I think what I'm going to do is just Hex on this minion. And then they have to spend resources just trying to kill the Hexen. And I can do this. What is better? 4, 2, maybe Perjury. So I yoink this. I set up the Perjury and I heal. And now they have to kill the Hexen as well. They already used their 2 bone spikes, so it kind of depends now if they also play the tooth to clear, or else they'd have to put in like a stenographer or something maybe to clear it. I think for now it's looking okay, at least.
A cold, unforgiving struggle.
That's right.
Okay, they're going in. Stepping. Okay, that was the last shadow step. So they're. I think now what they're going to do is they're going for a big Draka and 2 big minions from the location. And then what I can do is ETC, pick the ooze, kill the weapon, and play Ruin at the same time. And then they're kind of out of stuff.
Soon.
11. No Draka yet, from what I can see. Okay, 11. Are they gonna do what I said? Oh, they are! Okay. So they're gonna hit me in the face for 11. But I am going to clear like a big part of their board at least. Can set up a counter spell. So what we do here is we rune. All the big stuff. Then we play ETC. We're gonna take the ooze. So that's gone as well. And then we trade this one. Now they have 10 damage, but I don't know if they can kill me. We also have a counter spell up. They only have 3 more cards in the deck, so let's see. Oh, they're going for some concoctions maybe to try and find lethal, but there's a counter spell, so the first one is not actually going to do anything. And then I can just go like Astalor, heal or something. No, that doesn't work. Counter spell.
Please slow down.
Okay, a little bit of a problem maybe because we can't clear the board really with Light Bomb here. They have 1 concoction in hand. I don't know how much they can actually push. But yeah, this is a bit annoying. I can go Cannibalize and then play Light Bomb. There'll be 6, 7 damage on the board. And I heal for 4. So I'd be at 16. So I probably do not die, right? So we go Cannibalize. And Light Bomb. And kind of pray here that we don't die, because the next turn we can Astalor, clear the board, or Talon and get a big taunt in the way. and try to get some heal. They only have 2 cards left in the deck, and like 2 of them are cutlasses.
Stone by
And an Edwin, okay, sure.
Almost out of cards.
So maybe they just have to pray that I don't have a way of dealing with this Edwin, I'm not sure. This is really the last thing they have. But if I don't clear it, I can lose. Shard, is that helpful? It might be. So shards. Astalor and hope it clears the board. And then I coin heal. And now they need 10 damage from hand, which I don't know if they have. Like 1 card is concoction, but if there's a draw in that concoction, they can't use it because of the alignment randomly. Okay, we beat the rogue again. So we're actually 2-0 against rogue, and we lost that game against Unholy DK, which was a bit unlucky, I think, but we still managed to get a good win rate with the deck. I actually enjoyed playing it as well, like just trying to figure out how it works and what's best in like certain matchups. But I think if you enjoy playing Priest or Quest Priest, this is actually a deck you could try. I don't think I've seen anyone else ever playing the Reno Quest Priest recently, so like go for it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!